Hey guys, welcome to the All Sports Pass Podcast North. My name is Eli, I'm your host, and welcome back to another video. And today, as you tell by the title, we're going to talk about the Tennessee and MTSU game. And before we get in this video, leave a like, subscribe for more college basketball content. And also, we got to start off with the verse of the day. Today's verse comes from Luke 2:10, and it says, "But the angel said to them, 'Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people.'" And also, guys, another thing before we begin, this is likely the last video before Christmas, this might be the last video until next year that you see me with the Santa hat. Uh, yeah, but hey, so this year's been pretty good, but yeah. But anyway, without further ado, let's begin. So it was not a pretty game for Tennessee, as you know, as they just had some things go wrong, in my opinion. They even were down some points of the game to MTSU, including down 6 at halftime, and and man, just sorry, I'm just a little in shock because Tennessee, of course, struggling as the number one team in the country against a team that's not ranked. It's a bit shocking to me. It really is. And NTSU also at one point had a chance to had a shot to. I'm sorry, not a shot. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm so sorry, guys. But MTSU basically went up over Tennessee 40-34 in the half to end the half, and then they ended up, tying a few times before Tennessee ended up running away with it. And I'm gonna be honest that Tennessee does need some things to improve on because when you head into January, that's when SEC play starts, and the road to March Madness is officially underway. But for Tennessee, I think the thing about it is that they've left because MTSU had a guy who was hot from beyond the arc, and Tennessee was just giving him shots pretty much. Tennessee needs to Tennessee in the future needs to close that space like we talked about in previous episodes. And you can't really, leave these guys open because the thing about it is that if you end up having some of these guys open, you could end up costing your team the game pretty much. And I know it's common sense and all, but yeah. But for Tennessee, they also had a lot of turnovers in this game, and that's also what cost them some. And at one point, it was also back and forth where MTSU got a turnover, Tennessee gave it right back, and yeah. But however, Tennessee was able to run away with it, and of course, ultimately they were able to win by a score of 82-64. But however, if you're the number one team in the country, I really think that Tennessee has to work on getting a good offensive start, and you also have to close up that space. And if you continue to struggle on offense, especially against some of these teams um, that are unranked, pretty much, then you could potentially, not survive in SEC play. But however, Tennessee, they have a few days to think about it. Is their next game is on. Hold on, I'm trying to find it real quick, guys. There we go. Is on New Year's Eve. So they have seven. I'm sorry, they have 8 days. Well, seven if you want to count. If you want to count this day as already passing because it's like 9 p.m. as I'm recording this. Um, but so you have like a week to um to practice, to figure out what went wrong and what you need to do for the next game. And of course, next game is Norfolk State, and Norfolk is 8-6 on the season. So it's going to be interesting. But and so I say, when SEC play begins in January, their first game is actually 5 days later against Arkansas. And then after that, you're pretty much, your season, this is where the real competition begins. So for Tennessee, I'm hoping I'm not hoping. I'm doing everything that I can to get ready for SEC play because the SEC this year ain't no joke. Like you have Arkansas and as of this video, you have Arkansas ranked 23rd. Then next game, Florida's ranked 6th. Then they travel to Texas, who's unranked. They play Georgia, who's unranked. Travel to Vanderbilt, who's unranked. And then they play 19th ranked Mississippi State at home. Then they travel to Auburn, who's actually ranked 2nd. And keep in mind, Auburn pretty much, if Auburn could keep that ranking, this game might be the game of the week for many people. And then they play rival Kentucky, who's ranked 10th, and at home. So you're going to have a tough schedule coming up after Norfolk State. And before we end off, we're going to talk. Excuse me. I'm gonna talk about the Tennessee scores tonight and their stats, and then I'll give the player of the game, and then we'll call it a night. So yeah, and also got sorry. I don't know why it keeps going out. I don't know why if y'all can see it, but on my screen it's like showing a bit of darkness for some reason from time to time, and I have no idea why it's going out. So sorry about that. But for Tennessee, they end up, Zakai leading the score. Had 17 points, and there's the dark screen again. Sorry, 17 points for 15 assists and 4 rebounds, double for him. Went 1 of 5 from the 3-point range, and he also played 38 minutes. And then, of course, Chaz Lanier had 23 points. He had 1 assist and 4 rebounds. And then, of course, Akpara had 12 points with 3 rebounds. And you also had Jordan Gainey as well. He had 10 points and 6 rebounds. And, But player of the game, Zakai Ziegler. And I'm going to be honest that he rightfully deserves it. He's been putting up these numbers all night, helped Tennessee come back, and also it was a difficult choice between Chaz Lanier and Zakai, but I just think that of course, because Chaz was able to hit the threes to go to extend the lead to pretty much seal the game for Tennessee. But I'm gonna go Zakai because he pretty much had a double tonight, and it's just pretty amazing. Yeah. And all right, that's all I got for y'all tonight. If y'all like this video, get a like, subscribe for more college basketball content. And if I don't record another video before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Love y'all, and peace out. God bless, and good night.